That's fair. Well, let's get cracking then. Everybody here?
Yep.
You're
All right.
Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah,
things.
don't you know there? We are here on time. We were all here on time.
Alrighty. So, last time, my god, a lot happened. So, starting off the session, you guys made it out of the Dunmas Woods, and along the way you encountered another group of adventurers. They appeared to have a map of some kind and were off going to do their own thing, and anything tried to swipe the map off him, but he got spotted and he actually got shot. Poor little anything. Zar's such a bad master, making him do that. But you guys entered into Baland, the very busy port city of Stellaris, the hub of trade and commerce throughout the whole country. And you guys went to the Ocean's Respite, the very popular tavern and inn inside of Baland. And through the conversations with the innkeeper Thodrin, you guys hopefully, we're going to find Eladrian's father down on the docks. Zar, you got a little treasure map from Thodrin, pointing to a location just outside of Baland in the forest. So you guys walked over to the docks and discovered the large battalion of Rento guards that are guarding the gates currently. And torn between decisions of blowing up something and sneaking in, you guys decided to kind of talk and yell for guards and stuff. Midas tries to disguise himself, but with who he believed to be Dornian Breezeleaf, and through the commotion of Eladrian being confused by that, even though he was like right beside him when it happened, the guards were called over, and in a little bit of a panic and hoping to get through the gates, Zar casted darkness, and a mad scramble occurred at the front of the gates. But Kore and Zar and Midas assuming his gaseous form, he kind of just flew over the gate unnoticed, while Zar and Kore misty stepped their way inside, Kore going invisible as soon as she entered inside. But Zar was immediately set upon by a group of Rento guards, and in a dog pile, Zar was able to very clutchly misty step his way into a tent that he casted reduce on himself, and he is currently hiding. In the commotion, Kore saw the large sergeant of the Rento Guard, rather booming and calling for the finding of the intruders. And Midas, you were inspecting the area, and you went over to what you believe to be the Carpenters Guild, and went over there and learned that Dornian Breezeleaf isn't actually working today, and he's usually kind of chilling up on a hill that he watches the ocean's horizon. And Eladrian and Drag, you guys Eladrian charmed the guard that was questioning him, and you guys were able to head off towards the government house in order to get some paperwork to go inside, with your magical charming being quite the success against the guard. So that's kind of where we started, or ended, I should say. And we will start with Midas. So Midas, you just learned that Dornian is not at the docks, and you're currently in your ghostly form, peeking into the Woodworking Guild. And before you do anything, I'm going to need you to roll just a d8 of poison damage, as to maintain this gaseous form, the serpent's coil around your wrist is needing to sink its poison a little bit more into you. And as you roll that, you also hear, coming from outside, the large booming voice of a man. Kore, you know this man to be the sergeant of the Vrento Guard. But Midas, all you hear is that large booming voice outside. What do you do?
So hearing the voice and seeing that, well, overhearing what everyone was saying about where Aladdin's father is, Midas is gonna take the fact that he's still in his different form to his advantage. He's gonna fly right back out the building, trying to see if he can find where everybody is, and that way he can tell them.
All right, so you fly out of the building, and do me a favor, roll me a perception check as you scout out the area up from above. Now, how high up are you currently, would you say?
Maybe not that high, because, well, the building he was in originally, was he on the second floor?
I would say, like, the building itself, like, where you're peeking in from, maybe, like, 10, 15 feet up in the air. Probably around 15, I would say.
Okay. Oh, so yeah, he was just go, like, another, like, 10 feet in the air, then. Not that high.
Alright.
Did that wall go through?
Yeah, I saw it. It's a 7.
Okay, cool.
Alright,
Yeah,
so...
not very perceptuous yet.
Oh, you just got some shocking news that Dornian Breedsley isn't here, and as you fly up and look for the others in the group, you're not able to spot anyone aside from the extremely large man who seems to be directing a lot of the foot soldiers around Vrento. But from your vantage point, you do see someone seemingly running from the gates where you guys, or Zar, had casted darkness, and he appears to be running towards the sergeant. And with that, we're going to cut over to Kore and Zar. Kore, you're currently invisible, but you had kind of just stumbled a little bit into the side of the tent, knocking over a barrel. And Zar, you are currently in that tent, and a large barrel had fallen over kind of just beside you, spilling over some contents of fish on the inside, and the large thud has drawn the attention of a couple of guards who are just kind of cautiously making their way towards the tent. What do you do?
Zar, get in the barrel.
In the barrel?
In the barrel.
But it smells so bad.
Get in it. I don't care.
God, can you help me?
It's the only way you can hide.
Well, but okay. I'll
God.
hop in the barrel. I'll try to pick up all the fish that are on the ground real quick, like haphazardly, and then like try to dive into the barrel.
All right, so you're trying to you're going into the barrel with the fish.
Yep.
All right. So you're able to. Now, are you putting the lid on?
Unfortunately. Or
Yep. If he doesn't, Corey's putting it on.
there we go. I'm just like Zaro kind of like try to scooch his way with his like small framed body, like as deep in the fish as possible. So it's just his face. He'd be like, okay, Corey, I think I could just dive below. It just gets covered by the fucking thing.
Yeah. He just gets in there, and Corey's like, "You got this," and then she'll just dunk the the lid on it. Be quiet. Be quiet.
He'll just like hold his mouth and try to be quiet.
So you're immediately just absolutely covered in all this wet fish, like mucus, and just that smells god awful in there, and the fish are almost as big as you are, and holding your breath, you hear a few footsteps come in. And you see the guards kind of, well, you don't see the guards, but Kore, you see the guards inspecting the inside of this tent, and they see a fish or two that have fallen onto the ground, and they pick it up and look around, and you see them start kind of just gently kicking the bottoms of some of these barrels. They hear like a very... not an echoey thud when they kick something, kind of showing that the barrels are full, and they're walking around kind of kicking the barrels and stuff like that, and they hear the same noise all throughout, and they go over to your barrel, Zar, and they give it a little kick. Now, this is just me knowing Zar's character. I want you to answer this for me, though. If they were kicking the barrel, would Zar make a noise?
I mean, Corey told him to shut up, so he just covered his mouth.
Listen to mom.
Yeah, I don't think he'd make a noise. I think he'd just like his hand over his mouth, just kind of closing his eyes, like just trying to not to breathe in a way.
Yeah.
All right.
He'd try to put his hand over his mouth, and he'd grab a fish and put a fish over his mouth.
Listen to Bunny, mom.
So Zara, I want you to roll stealth with advantage.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Take the
So,
17.
so as the guard comes around and gives your barrel a very swift kick, you cover your mouth with both your hands, like overlapped on top of each other, trying not to make any noise. And the guards kind of look back to each other and say, a live animal must have gotten in here and tried to get in these fish barrels. Maybe they made off with one or two, but I don't think anyone's in here. Let's go inspect the other parts of the dockyard, or Sergeant Brick's gonna be all over us. And the two guards walk away from the tent, and at this point they're no longer interested inside the tent.
Okay. Corey will wait a little bit and then like peek her head out, like to just look around and make sure that there aren't any guards nearby.
Sure. So roll a perception for me.
All right.
Ooh, that's high.
I am perceptuous.
So this place is absolutely crawling with guards, but with a 25, you're able to make out some paths that you think if you timed it right, you'd be pretty set on, going whatever direction you needed to. But you're pretty close to where the sergeant of the Vrento Guard is, and with that roll, much like Midas, you see a guard running up and reporting directly to the sergeant, and it appears to be the same guard that was at the front of the gate that Midas and Eladrian were conversing with. And this guard goes over to the sergeant, and with your roll, you can overhear the conversation. The guard runs up to the sergeant, and you can hear the conversation of him begin to explain about the group of people that made the scene at the front of the gates. And Hubert begins to describe the people that he encountered. He describes two blue-skinned men, one with a long white ponytail, and the other one's a little bit younger, but he's also a blue man with white hair. And Hubert will say that that one of the blue gentlemen used magic against him to charm him to get away. But he also describes the large dragonborn that was with them with a trident strapped to their back, a female Harengon that was a part of the group with reddish-brown hair, and a gray-skinned tiefling with black horns. And taking in that news, you hear the sergeant say this.
A blue-skinned man. I know of one that works on the dockyards. I believe his name was Breezeleaf. Yes, Dornian Breezeleaf. All right, Hubert, send a message out to the guards throughout the city. We need to find Dornian Breezeleaf and the others involved as well. Bring them to the government house when you find them.
Hubert nods and begins running into the back of the small barracks here to send out a message to the rest of the guards. What do you do, Kore?
Oh dear. Okay, so where is Hugin? How close is he to this?
Hugin is where you want him to be. He can be perched like on the building on top of these folks. He could be flying in the air. I think the last time we checked in with Hugin, he was kind of still up in the air, just flying around looking for Dornian Breezeleaf.
Okay, well, since seeing this happen and like hearing the conversation, she's going to telepathically communicate with Hugin and say, Hugin, I need you to stop looking for Darnian Breezeleaf. And I need you to go to this guard and shit on him.
All right, there appears to be a lot of guards around here, boss. Which one specifically do you want me to poop on?
Can she like point out the location where like the sergeant is and like do they have any discerning features?
Besides the fact that he's absolutely gigantic and is
Yeah. Okay, cool.
He's in full plate mail as well with
All
a
right.
shield.
Yeah, okay. So she'll point that out and be like, he's really massive. You can't miss him. He's super massive and very, very shiny because of all of his armor. He's super shiny man, and he's talking to another man. I need you to shit on both of them. And I need you to just distract them as much as possible because they're trying to send out a message. And I don't want them to send that message.
Oh, well, boss, I only got one in the chamber, so I mean, you gotta pick which one you want me to target.
Okay, the one next to the giant man who's about to run off.
Oh, you got it, boss. I'm on the way. And you look up and you can see Hugin in the sky, just kind of does a couple of circles and starts dive bombing down. And I want you to make a stealth check for Hugin.
Roll for poop!
Yeah, rolling for poop. I need to pull up his stats here. I don't know what his
them poop
what
stats.
His stealth is. Okay. Stealth is Dex. Looks like he has a 0 on Dex, so it's just a straight D20. Let's see. Well, it's a 5.
All right. So as Hugin begins dive bombing down, getting ever closer to the guard, Corey, from your position, you see like a little twitch in the side of the sergeant's eye, and you see a very quick flash of a bright yellow light come from his eyes as he immediately looks up and sees Hugin coming in, and out from his back you see him pull out a very large what appears to be like a large flail, but the end of the flail, where it's usually just a spiked metal ball, is actually just a large, dense, spherical container with many like holes for incense to burn out of. But there's also thick metal spikes that are protruding from all sides, and this container is attached to a pommel with many very thick and strong metal rings. And you see this sergeant just, as Hugin is diving in and getting in closer, the sergeant whips out this flail over to Hugin as it strikes Hugin, and it will kill Hugin.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And what happens when Hugin dies?
Well,
What's about to happen?
he sure will need to make a dex save.
Uh-oh.
My spell save DC, because Hugin will explode.
Not got explosive diarrhea.
And my DC is 15.
This guy rolled a 15.
Damn it. Okay, well, yeah, he'll still take damage, just half damage.
All right. So roll for Hugin's explodey death damage.
It just is damage equal to my level, which is 5. So he would just take half of that.
All right. So he, as Hugin dies, some singeing entrails kind of splatter on the paladin's armor, but they quickly burn and turn to ash and don't leave any mark on his armor. And he turns over to Hubert and says,
It seems that our intruders aren't too far away. I think that was one of their creatures. Be on high alert, Hubert, and get the message out to find Dornian Breezeleaf and the rest of these intruders.
And with that, Kore, what do? You see Hubert turn in and run into the back of the barracks, and he's gone out of sight. As you see the large sergeant once again bark out orders and say,
"The intruders are nearby. Find them."
And he turns around and heads back into the barracks.
Well, that didn't go as planned. How are the pathways that I noticed earlier looking now? Is it like, are they just gone? Are they just...
No, with that final command, you know, the guards spread out from around the barracks and are inspecting like all the ships. They're inspecting more of the tents and things like that. You're invisible still, so you'll be able to stealth your way through and sneak around. You're not 100% sure about Zar walking out in the open, as he might get spotted pretty easily. You gotta be pretty quick to get by, Zar especially, since he's not invisible.
Okay, Corey's going to go back to the barrel and take the lid off.
It's supposed to be bad. Are they gone?
Yes, they're gone, but this is bad. This is really bad. They're everywhere. The guards are everywhere. They're on high alert, and they're looking for Eladrian's dad. They think he was involved.
It's because that that fake man. He messed up everything. Now we got Eladrian dad all. Wait, was that Eladrian's dad?
I mean, no. What? No.
Wait, so why are they looking for him?
Well, they just heard there's a blue man involved. I don't think that had anything to do with Midas. I think they just think that Eladrian is him because there aren't a lot of genasi around.
Oh. Well, do you think maybe we'd like turn spit out an eyeball. Get out of the barrel.
Well, here's the thing. Do you have anything that can turn you invisible? Any invisible magic? Because I don't know how else you're gonna get out of here.
I can guarantee you after this I'll be doing all the research to learn how to turn invisible. But I don't have it right now.
Well, we need to forget about looking for his dad here and just leave. I tried to have Hugin look. He didn't see anything. And I tried to have him distract the guards, and the fucking sergeant hit him with a flail. I don't know how he even noticed him.
Hugin! Is he alright?
Yeah.
Is he okay?
No, he exploded.
He exploded? Is he gonna explode me too?
No, Zar, he's already dead. I wouldn't have to resummon him. But
that bastard. We're gonna have to kill him now.
No.
I can still blow stuff up.
We're not doing that. We just need to get out of here. So,
how do we do that? I'm kind of tapped right now, and be honest. I used a lot trying to get in here.
Well, how far are we from the gate? DM?
Well, you guys kind of misty stepped your way in. You know what? You're probably only about like 35, 40 feet away, maybe.
From the gate?
Well, let me think. Okay, no. Zar ported in. You snuck in and went out. Okay, so you guys are maybe like 15 feet away from the
15?
gate. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Awesome. Great. Awesome.
Can we see out the gate? Oh.
Yeah, can we see out?
Well, you'd have to, get an angle on it, but you guys are kind of like up against the wall.
Don't forget he does meters.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So you're 5 meters away.
Cool. All right. So I'm gonna have Kore look at Zar and say, okay, we're really close to the gate. So, you know that trick that you did to get in? Well, you may need you to do it again to get out.
Well, I can't do it many more times.
You should only need to do it once.
Yeah, but then they're gonna chase us.
I'm gonna see who's around there.
Okay.
And if nobody is there, then we can missy step and just book it, just fucking run. If people are there, you may need to be strategic about where you cast your darkness.
You
I
want
can
to cast
see
darkness again?
through it. Yeah, I can see through it, so I can take you and run out with you. But
Okay.
let me just take a look, see what guards are there, and then we'll make a plan, okay?
Well, here, take anything, and I'll snap, and anything will appear in my hand as a little mouse. Put him in your pocket. If anything happens, just kind of whisper to him, okay?
Zard, I'm invisible.
Yeah, if you
But
put him in
he
your pocket,
isn't.
he's invisible too.
You get anything crawls in the pocket, and there's just a mouse floating.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just
Corey like shows him and is like, "This isn't going to work."
Wait a minute. I don't know. That's not how invisibility works.
Yeah.
Anything you're carrying is invisible too.
All right, fine.
True. Okay. Cool. All right, then. Yeah. Then he'll be fine. All right. So we're like, okay. All right.
All right. So before that happens, let's cut over to Drag and Eladrian. So you guys have been away from the guard for a couple of minutes now, walking towards the direction of the government house. So what are you two up to?
We're probably whistling and walking at the same time, like do da 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 da. We're going to get the paperwork. We are going to go see my dad.
And Drag's following behind him, laughing behind him. And then acting serious every time he looks at her.
So we're probably just walking up towards this government house, whatever. I mean, totally oblivious to anything else that's going on. The only thing I'm focused on is getting this paperwork in order to be able to be out of trouble.
Yeah, go ahead. Both of you roll perception for me as you are
Yes.
walking towards the government house.
It'll be great. Ready? Oh, yes!
All right, I rolled it for you.
Thank you, sorry.
So yeah, oh, yours is going. If you just clicked it.
Which one was better? No, just kidding.
Not much difference. So you two are walking by, and you notice some of the people on the streets are hurriedly walking away from the direction that you guys came from. They're not. You don't really notice anything else going on. You guys are kind of, Eladrian, you're just humming that song and just trekking along.
And you said we're going the opposite direction we need to go?
No, you guys are kind of headed away from the. So like people are walking, trying to get away from the docks, and you're kind of like going in the crowd essentially. It's not like a mad dash or anything, just people kind of like hurriedly walking away.
Like make a path.
Yeah, like
Drag's
a lot of the people heard like lockdowns and stuff like that, so people are trying to like get away from that area.
Drag keeps egging on Eladrian, saying, "They're all here for you. This is your parade."
This is right. We are. I'll probably start singing about the mighty ducks, about how we are fantastic, because, it doesn't matter. Everyone, I don't think that they think we are bad.
Everyone knows who you are.
Just continuing to walk towards the building wherever, and just on the way. That's all. Get to the building whenever it is.
All right, so yeah, you approach a very large. It's not a ornate building by any means. It's pretty standard, but it is a little bit larger in stature, as there's a few people coming in and out. A few like noble-looking people, a few commoners, things like that. It seems like everyone kind of comes here for whatever paperwork that they need. So as you guys enter in, you see once again a large number of Vrento Guard are here. as once again, this is a very important building for Baland. So you guys
Hello.
so you guys are able to enter inside.
Is there like a front desk or like a reception area, or is it just a building and we just have to kind of guess where we're going?
No, there is a front door and a concierge desk.
Oh, perfect. Hello, person behind this desk. We are looking for the paperwork.
Yes. Well, what kind of paperwork are you looking for?
Well, I am here to see my father, and he is a breeze leaf, and he works down on the dock, fixing the ships and things. And so I need the paperwork to see my father.
And are you going to conduct business or simply visit?
Yes.
Visit.
Visit. Okay.
Business.
Down the hall to the left, there's the queue for visiting the dockyards.
Okay, and we have the RS and T as well.
You just see the guy just sigh. He's just your menial worker who deals with people all day and just hates his life.
Drag grabs him and pulls him towards the door.
Okay.
Pulls Eladrian or someone else.
Or the guy that is hating his life. You're like, I'm going to make your life better. Oh, okay.
All right, so you kind of pull Eladrian towards the door, and you see a line of people.
Oh, good. Hello, people. Are you also here for the paperwork?
You just see the person directly in front of you turn around and says, "Yeah, this is the line for it."
And how long have you been standing in this line, my good friend?
He kind of just scratches his head. He says, maybe like an hour.
An hour, and you are the last in line? How is the line? Okay.
It's
all
moving
right.
pretty fast, actually.
This is a fast-moving line of an hour long. Okay. All right. Do they require us to make the paper for the paperwork? Is that why it's taking long?
No,
You better
no,
get started now.
No, I think a couple of people called in sick. You know how it is.
Okay. How deep is this line? How far back are we, like people-wise? Is this like a straight line? Is it winding?
So it's probably like 4 or 5 people in front of you, and then you see that line will like turn into a room.
Line will turn into a room, and we don't know what's beyond this yet. Okay. All right.
So we wait in line.
We wait in line?
Yep.
We are too important to wait in line. What do you mean we wait in line? We must go and see. We must go to the front of the line. We are the champions of the feast and famine. We are the heroes of Rendo. And they expect us to wait in line? To see my family?
Well, persuade them otherwise.
Okay. How do we want to walk past these? I just want to walk past the people and be like, all right, Drag, you stay here and keep the place in line, okay? I'm gonna go check and see what's around the corner. I just kind of walk around to see what's around this corner that we can't see.
You can hear, as you walk by, you can hear the people that were in front of you say, "Hey, no cutting."
No cutting. No cutting indeed. See, I have a placeholder. I am just looking.
And as you peer around, you see that the line kind of bends into the room, and if there were like 5 people in front of you, there's another 3 in front of on the inside of this room, just kind of waiting for this old gnomish man to finish writing papers at this large desk that's in the room.
All right. I will tell these people. I will be like, so there's 8 people in line.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to try to bribe each one of them with up to 5 gold apiece in order to allow me to get in front.
All
So
right.
however you want me to do that. I mean, I can roleplay all of it, but that would take a long time.
Now let's do a. So we'll do a persuasion roll. I want you to do 3 persuasion rolls.
Okay. 1, 2, and 3. That's okay.
All right. So out of the 8 people that are there, with your enticing offer of 5 gold, you're able to get rid of about 6 of these people, and you hear some of them say, "Hell, I didn't want to see him that bad anyways. Let's go." And
I mean, you know,
a few of them peel off, and they're just kind of with big smiling faces. But 2 of them are in front of you. They didn't want to take your money.
They didn't want to take the money at all.
No, it was too important. They'll tell you that it's too important for them to go down to the docks today to see their loved ones. But you probably cut the line by a quite a substantial amount of time.
All right, fantastic. Am I close to the counter now? Am I at the front, or like they are? I'm 2 behind.
You're 2 behind.
All right, so out of these 2 that are behind, I will see what I can do. I will just wait.
All right, awesome. So while you guys are waiting, we'll cut over to Midas. So Midas, you're currently flying.
Like a bird.
Yep. And you don't. So what you do see as you're flying in the air was a black raven dive in out of nowhere, and you saw the large sergeant draw his flail and whip the ball chain end towards this bird, and it erupts in a large flash of fire. And then you see the guard that came up to speak to the sergeant and the sergeant himself head back into the barracks.
Damn. That's not good. And I'm guessing Midas still does not see a bat, like a Baal moving or Zara Kore, none of that still?
No, because they are inside of a tent.
Got you, okay. How, like, so I'm guessing Midas can see the gate at this point?
Yeah, you can see it for sure.
Are they still, like, they kind of, like, guarding it like crazy?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Well, Midas is just gonna continue kind of like just hover above everything, try to see if he can see where the fuck the other party members are.
All right, so roll perception and also roll me another d8.
Fuck. Do I have to?
Yeah. Unless you want to become, non-invisible or non-ghostly and flying. Yeah, with the 7, you just see the commotion of the guards inspecting everything throughout the dockyard, kind of looking through crates, checking out underneath the docks in the water, all this kind of stuff. So they're just on very high alert. Anything else you want to do?
Midas seeing that he's not getting anywhere, he's going to fly towards the gate, but instead of going over it, he's gonna go to an area that's not really guarded off. It's obviously not an entrance. It's just face the wall.
And are you going on where you're on the inside of the dockyard or on the outside of the dockyard? Because you can pass through walls and fly over the wall.
Yeah, he's gonna go on the outside. He was on the inside.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So now you are on the outsides of the wall, but I imagine still up in the air.
Yeah, yes, but closer to the ground than before. He's not near the entrance where everybody's hoarded at.
All right.
He's more on one of the far down the side.
All right.
Nobody should be guarding that part.
Yeah,
reasonable.
Yeah, nobody's guarding the brick wall that's there.
Exactly.
And do me a favor, just roll a stealth check while you're there.
I would love to.
Oh yeah, you're good.
perfect.
Wow.
And then he's gonna just like turn around, just like spin around and see if anybody's like near him to see if he has like if he's good or if there's could be any attention on him if he turns back to normal.
You see, like, a lot of the people have dispersed from the area after the calls of lockdown and stuff like that. A lot of people just dispersed from the area, not wanting to get questioned or anything by the Vrento guard. So you could probably find like an alley very close by that you could, if you really wanted to be unseen, you could just, and it's only like 5-10 feet away. It's not like super far away. Where if you wanted to, go back to your normal body, you could.
Cool. He's gonna do that then. He's gonna deactivate his Serpent's Coil, as well as appear like Midas, like no longer have to loosen up anymore.
All right, beautiful. So yeah, roll the damage for it coming out of you, and you are back to your cheery Midas self.
Blue is not my color.
All right, and with that, we'll cut over back to Kore and Zar. So you guys anything hopped in Kore's invisible pocket, and he himself became invisible. And what are you guys gonna do?
I wanted to look like at the gate to see like who was around.
Yeah, so you're not going to need to roll perception because there's a lot of people there. There's a tight network of guards positioned around the entranceway. They've started to let some people through, but it's a very, very slow process compared to what it was before. They're vetting everyone very heavily. And there's probably an extra two or three guards than there were before on each side of the gate. One on the interior on the docks and 2-3 on the exterior of the docks of the gate, I should say.
Well, okay. So she'll tell Zar this, and say there's even more security than before. So, my friend, I'm not quite sure what to do here.
Little mouse will just squeak back to you.
Anything but... I kind of wish you could talk like Hugin. Yeah, she just went right back to Zar. Like,
I thought you were telling. Thought you were telling me my mouse.
No.
My bad. So that was Zar just
so
chirping through the mouse. You just see his lips just like. Whoops.
No.
Oh my god.
Talking to the mouse.
Oh, you're right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Been here.
I just saw nothing, so I don't know. My bad. So what do we do? I can cast like, man, I could cast darkness on the gate again and make everyone like rush over there and like freak out. Maybe there's another way to sneak around.
I mean, the gate is really, like, from what I could see, the gate was like, that's the only way we can really get to the other side, right?
Yeah, the everywhere, like, so there's the big portcullis gate where everyone's coming in. There is another gate, but it's on like the opposite end of the dockyard. And everywhere else, like, it's a very thick stone wall that surrounds the dockyards. So if you could like fly over it, then yeah, no problem. But the wall's like 15 feet high. The portcullis gate where you're able to misty step through because it has the large grate that you could see right through.
How close are we to the like the dock area, like the water?
The water's probably maybe like 20 feet out, and that would get you onto like the docks. Right now you're kind of still on the solid ground. The docks are a little bit just a little bit off of that solid ground, and there's a few ships that are currently docked there. And once again, lots of guards along the dockyard as well, inspecting these ships for anyone that's not on their manifest.
Hold on. So the wall is 15 feet tall.
Yeah.
5 meters.
I can rabbit hop 15 feet.
I will say, because it's right at 15 feet, you'll need a athletics check or acrobatics check to kind of stick the landing.
Okay. That's fine. I just wanted to ask because I could theoretically jump.
Yeah, you got the hops, girl.
But obviously if she's like carrying anything heavy, I don't think she'd like Zar, like I don't.
Yeah, you're not gonna make that jump with Zar on your back.
Yeah. So Kore looks at Zar and says, "My friend, unless you can swim really well, I don't know how you're getting out of this, because I could maybe try to hop over the wall, but
I think it was my fault. I shouldn't have done that. You've told me in the past not to do it, but I was taking a risk. I thought it'd be cool. It kind of was cool, but
it was cool. It kind of was cool.
I got us in
have to
trouble.
admit. You did get us in trouble, though.
I'll take the responsibility. You can escape. You need to escape. You need to find everyone else. I will try to make it to the water. And if I get caught, then I get caught. You'll just have to bail me out. I don't know. Hopefully they don't sentence me to death like they did to you again.
Here, let me see. I can't even. Cause invisibility is a concentration spell, so she can't cast it on him too. So yeah, she's like, okay.
Well,
I wish there was more I could do, Zar.
It's okay. It's not your fault. It's on me. There is one thing that I'm gonna have to get you to do, though.
Okay.
Well, Kore, if you don't mind me, I could help with a little metagame advice. I'll just say you have access to 3rd level spells. That's all I'll say. So you might want to look at your spells along the same idea that you just had.
Oh, hold on here. All right.
In the middle of Zar's speech, he's like, "Yeah,
I have an idea.
Take one for the team. I understand.
Zar.
No,
Zar.
Kore, I get it. I'll put my fishy finger up to her lips. It's okay.
No, we're gonna. Oh God!
will-
Get that shit out of my face! Don't do that.
No, it's okay. It's my fault. I understand. I need to accept responsibility. That's what adults do.
Wait. Hold on.
I'm holding. I'll drop the fish.
Now,
Holding.
remember my original, the original idea that you had of blowing something up?
I'll look
Remember
around.
that?
I'll look around like, is she serious? And I'll point to myself.
I can do that.
You want to blow something up?
I will blow something up, Zar.
Okay.
But when I do it, you need to run like hell on the other side. Because I can blow us away out of here. Oh God, that didn't sound right. I can blow this. I think I can blow part of the wall up.
Do you want me to blow another part of it?
I can blow.
I just run. Shut the fuck up. I can. No, I just need you to run like hell, Misty Step, do whatever the hell you have to do to get to the other side and hide.
What do you do?
I mean, I'm invisible. So.
Yeah, but once you blow it up, doesn't it go away? Like, isn't that how you can't concentrate and cast at the same time?
Well, it's not the concentration spell, so I can cast it.
I know, but I thought I had invisibility.
No,
might be
you
getting-
can cast, you
I
can
might be getting
cast
the-
other spells.
Oh, you
It's
can?
just- I think. Oh wait.
Well, when you
thought that was
cast
greater.
invisibility,
Hold on.
when you cast invisibility, or you have invisibility, and if you cast a spell, you will become visible.
Oh, any spell. Okay. Okay.
I was making sure before we did that, and then all of a sudden you were you were visible,
Right.
and I was
Right.
like,
Right.
"You're not."
Right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So.
Back to my other point.
I gave you the clue. That's all I'll say.
I mean, that's the best way out of here. So that, yeah, she's gonna just shrug and just say, I mean, it's all we have at this point. There's really no way past that gate. I highly doubt that you'll be able to cast darkness again, because they'll probably have somebody who can counter that.
Yeah, that's true. Like I said, I can still give myself up, or I can make a break for it towards the water, because I'm not gonna make it to the gate. I know you can get out though.
Well, we'll just. I'll just have to try. Okay, alright. Alright. Player to player here. Matt, what the fuck do you think?
Oh my god!
I
don't want to meta game.
I literally don't know what to do.
Man, I'm with you. What?
Like,
about that.
yo.
No, so
Mr.
with
DM gave you a
casting
great hint.
But like, it's a concentration.
Only
spell,
you
though.
need to concentrate on it.
Yeah, so if you drop invisibility and then cast it again, you can hit me as well.
Well, and
Oh,
both run like
it's at
that.
it's at 3rd level, so I can. Oh,
I mean,
Sorry,
you can also blow shit up if you want to, but
We should blow shit up. I mean, come on, like,
I
When he said that, I was
Fuck.
like,
fuck
I
that.
was
We're
like,
blowing stuff
he's
up.
talking about invisibility, right? Right? And then you
That's
go,
what I was-
let me blow stuff up, and I'm like, what?
Wait, what?
I thought it was a great idea. I think we should do it.
My kind of girl.
see, I could blow shit up. So
They were not disagreeing.
the
Player,
problem
player.
is
Do you wanna do
the problem is we won't be invisible.
What? Wait.
So
But if I blow stuff up, you can make us invisible.
can you blow up a wall?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
All right. Cool. All
Back
right.
in the game.
So Cora's gonna say, look, actually,
I'm in.
better plan.
I'm listening.
You blow it up. You blow up the wall, and then
Okay.
I can make us both invisible.
You can make us both invisible?
I
What do
sure
you-
can.
Why
I
didn't you do
just
it in the first
I,
place?
I didn't know I could do it, but I had a weird daydream, and and a god told me I could do it, so I can
Okay.
do it.
Oh, is that why you went blank for a second?
Yeah, and that happens.
I thought the fish was paralyzing. I was kind of scared for a second.
Man, no, I'm okay.
Okay.
So you do that.
You want to blow something up?
Yes, blow up an opening so we can get out.
Okay.
Oh
right.
my fucking god. So yeah, Kore will like drop her invisibility and use her locket to like regain a slot.
Yep. So Zar, what are you doing?
I am
While
gonna-
she's doing that.
I'm gonna climb out of the barrel, kind of dust myself off, like do the thing where you like, like Nickelodeon, you like they take the slime and they like throw it on the ground. That's basically
Yeah.
like fish slime. Wipe a little bit on the tent. Like, okay, are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right. As soon as I cast this spell, shit's gonna get crazy.
I know.
So we have to get the Yeah, GTFO. We have to.
Look, do you see my feet? You see my feet? I can get out of those situations.
All right.
It's you I'm worried about.
See my feet?
I'll be right behind you. Keep anything on you. I'll be able to know where you are based on him.
I'll be right next to you.
We'll get lost. We're not gonna see each other.
Just take my hand.
We're gonna slow each other down. Here, just keep anything. Okay, ready? And
like, we're going to count to 3. Yeah, I'm not going to let you do that shit again where you just cast things and then run, okay? So just, we're doing it together.
On 2, I will cast Fireball. On 3, you cast Invisibility. If you do it too soon, I will be visible.
Well, I won't even hear 3 when you blow shit up.
You'll hear 3 when shit blows up.
Okay. 1.
Okay, hold. I'm just gonna pause you all right there for just a hot second.
Okay.
Just because I just want you to you're casting Fireball against a rock wall.
Yeah.
You said you had shit that could blow stuff up.
I was hoping it'd blow it up. I don't know.
Have you ever played Pokemon before?
Yeah, fire's weak to rock.
Bro!
But the distraction. But you. I wanted you. You said explosion, and you've been talking about it. So I was like, I just want to impress Corey. She wants explosion, so I'm gonna blow something up.
All right.
Even if it does.
All right,
No way.
Where are you casting it, Zar?
Oh my god, this Corey stop.
I thought you had.
Oh,
You're like, Zar, wait, Fireball?
yeah, I told you it was Fireball.
No.
What? It's gonna blow up. Like it always does. Like that.
You see Kore just looks like her eyes twitching. Zar,
Oh,
that won't get us out.
I mean, no, because fire's weak to rock. I just want to make you happy. You seem like you really want to blow something up. It's just a bad time.
All right, we need to workshop this again. I will simply turn us invisible, and we'll just need to just get through. Yes.
Okay, can I improvise on this plan?
If you make yourself uninvisible, then that's on you. That's not on me.
I'll extend my fist for a fist bump.
What?
I found it.
Okay.
Just do it.
Okay, Zar. I'll do it. I don't know why, but okay.
And I'll and I'll blow it up like
Oh.
There you go. And now we blow it up. I'm like, can we get the fuck out of here?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Look, I'm trying anyway to make you happy. I'm just okay. Just don't.
I am happy, Zar. As happy as I can be when somebody just fucking killed my bird, and we're in this situation. But aside from that, I'm quite happy.
Okay. Just you seem disappointed because we didn't get to blow anything up. So a little surprise. Yeah.
You're very sweet. Anyway, I'm just going to cast invisibility on us now. If you have any other bright ideas, I recommend you do them now before I cast invisibility on us.
All right, I'm gonna let you two think about that for a second as we go over
wait,
to.
Wait! Hold on! I'm so sorry. I'm
yeah,
so sorry. I have one more idea.
Yeah.
Zar, what if you cast the darkness,
Mm-hmm.
and then I cast the invisibility on the gate? You cast the darkness on the gate. I cast invisibility. People are gonna be all confused, and since I can see through it, we could just slip by.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
I think so. I think that's a lot better than the other things we've come up with. I think
Wait.
that's our best plan.
But something might happen where they surround the darkness and we won't be able to get through.
Yes, but there's going to be a risk no matter what. But this is the best plan that we have.
What if I cast darkness like away from the gate and they're like, get them, they're trying to get out, and they run to the darkness, and all of a sudden there's less people at the gate.
That could work too.
So,
That could work.
okay.
Either way, we just need to have an opening.
Okay, well, I'll create an opening with non-explosions.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
And break.
so before you guys do that, we'll go back over to Eladrian and Drag. Over this time, you've got one person left in front of you.
One person left. Well, I mean, we've been waiting so long. Hey, fella, what are you wanting to do? What do you need? Can I just, is there any way? Maybe I can just get in front of you for a minute for just one time. This is the only time.
Nope, I can't do it. Can't do it today. Not today of all days.
What if today was tomorrow?
Listen. I'm planning on proposing to my girlfriend down there.
Oh, where? Where?
Down at the docks.
Oh, at the docks? I am going to the docks too.
That's
What
awesome.
if we stood in line? What if we stood in line together? And we do the same thing at the same time?
Well, we can stand together,
That
but
could work.
you can be behind
We
me.
can stand together. We can stand together and we will do it together. And then when you go to the docks and I go to the docks, I can cause a distraction so you can get ready. And that way, it is a surprise.
Oh, you don't need to help me out. I got this all planned. I've had it planned out for months.
Jess, did you plan to serenade her with a strange blue man?
No?
Aha! Your plan was failed because this is the new plan.
No, she's not much into karaoke.
She is not going to sing. You are going to sing.
Oh, that's a really bad idea.
Oh, I think it's a great idea. We are going to... Everyone on the docks is going to turn and look at the star-crossed lovers of... What is your name?
My name's John.
John, and what is her name?
Jessica.
John and Jessica. The story of the star-crossed lovers of J and J. J squared, even. J squared. The lovers of long time.
J squared. I like that.
Yes, it's good. We're going to write it on a plaque, and we're going to hang it in your first home.
Well,
And then
that's a good idea.
when you have a child, you're going to name them either like, I don't know, Jehoshaphat or like Josephine, and then you are going to be J cubed.
How did you know my grandfather was named Jehoshaphat?
I am a psychic, my friend.
Wow.
Yes, and I also know that you are going to let me stand with you in this line so that we are both going to do our same thing at the same time with this old guy in front of us that is going so slow.
I don't think he's able to handle two things at once, and it cuts over to the old gnomish man, just like he's writing in cursive, but it's very shaky, and he's shaking, and then he makes a mistake and he just crumples up the whole paper, throws it away, starts writing in the same thing again.
Oh my gosh. I wish I had something that could help. Can I will cast a mage hand, and I will tell my mage hand, yeah, I don't even know if this is possible, but I'm gonna be like, hey, look, mage hand, that I control with my own mind. Why don't you go and help the guy and write it for him? You just listen to what he says, and you can write it. He will dictate to you, okay? Go help.
All right, so what do you have in the mage
That
hand
can
do?
work?
What do you have in the mage hand do?
Oh, did not hear me?
Well,
Okay,
I want you to describe what it's doing.
Okay, so the mage hand, first off, it is invisible, so he cannot see it. So I have to I'm going to snap my fingers and press to digitate like some, or maybe Drag has a pocket full of glitter, and maybe she can throw the glitter and it can stick to my mage hand, so you can see it in the air. It's like a floating glitter hand. Drag, do you have glitter?
I think so. And she starts looking through all of her stuff, patting. I must have used it all.
But then you
Oh, shit.
suddenly remember that you have a ring from Zar. That does
Oh,
something.
wait! I always have my ring. That I totally remember what it does. Doesn't it give me glitter?
Maybe. but it definitely does.
Gotta strike a pose.
So Drag, she's like, hold on. I need a little bit of room. And she moves everybody just a little bit away from her. She's like, okay, I gotta walk a little catwalk here. This is a tight space. And so she takes just 2 steps, and then she turns and throws her hip out and throws her arm up next to her head and strikes a pose. And glitter comes out for Eladrian.
Yes, and at the top of the pose, from the ring, a little shower of sparkles come out and start slowly falling towards the floor, coating the invisible mage hand, now making it a sparkly mage hand.
It's so pretty. And so it kind of like floats over next to the guy, and like a thing from the Addams Family, it like comes over to him and like taps him on the shoulder and like makes the like hello, like, and then he like I presume he looks at it like what the hell, and then the hand makes the motion like, hey, I will write for you, like give me the pen, like come here, give to me, and then it waits with the open hand for the pen.
Whose mage hand is this?
Don't worry about it. It just wants to help.
Help how? Is it trying to steal my pen?
No, not to steal, to write for it. You give the pen, and then it will write for you. So you will take the pen and put it from your hand into the other hand, the floating one, with the glitter. Just try for one time, just for a moment.
These official documents must be signed by my own handwriting, or they will be deemed void.
That's okay. You can still sign it, but this is going to write the whole thing for you, so you don't have to do all the writing. It's still, you can even mimic your handwriting if you want. You just like write it like I write it. You tell it that. You say like this.
Oh, well, here, maybe you can practice on a scrap of paper here.
Scrap of paper. All right, and I prestidigitate whatever document he's actually trying to write as a scrap of paper, so he's actually writing on the real document.
So you just presumably prestidigitate the contract as to what it says.
Yeah, as he looks away and like looks down, looking for the scrap. I don't know.
And he comes back and he sees this piece of paper and he says, "No, the wording on this is all wrong. Who wrote up this document?" And he picks it up and rips it.
Oh. Start again. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I will dictate if you're so keen on helping.
Oh, so keen.
Okay.
Keenest.
You young man, you were in line first, and he points over to John. And he says, "Yeah,
John.
Yes, I was hoping to get down to the docks today to see my girlfriend down there." And he says, "Oh, very good, very good. You, sir, you're going to have your mage hand write out the letter?"
Just tell him. Just tell the hand what you want to say.
Ah, perfect.
Okay.
Please allow what was your name again? John. Please allow John safe and easy passage through the gates towards the dockyards, for he needs to see his lady. What was her name again? Her name's Jessica, and she works with the woodworking guild. Ah, okay. He needs to see Jessica of the woodworking guild. But how long are you planning on staying in the docks? Well, maybe like 2 hours. He needs to stay in the dockyard for 2 hours. Please allow him passage. Signed, Sir Archibald Fiddlestick of the Baland Courts.
That's his name, his legal name.
Absolutely. Don't disrespect the man's government.
I will disrespect him.
I'll need to do that.
And then you see Archibald take out a wax seal, light it over takes a candle, drips it onto the piece of parchment, presses a seal of a ring into it, and hands it over to John. All right, you have yourself a great day, young man. And John very expectedly and hurriedly runs out the door. And what is it I can do for you?
I need to do the same thing as John. I also need to go to the dock to see my father.
All right, so business or pleasure?
It is very pleasurable. I think it sounded really weird.
All right, well, let me grab a new piece of parchment. And very, slowly, he reaches down to, the very bottom of his desk drawer. Very slowly pulls out the drawer, reaches in, just very, very slowly, and pulls out a piece of paper, and you see his hand trembling as he places the paper on the desk. And once again, your mage hand has the quill, and he says, "Oh, I forgot that this hand was writing the letter. Oh, okay. All right.
Right.
So, where were we? What was your name?
Write the letter. My name is Eladrian.
All right, Eladrian. Is that with two E's?
Only one.
Okay. And who's this other one here? This large, fine person over here.
Her name is Drag.
I am Drag Onista.
Drag Onista.
Ah, yes. Details are important.
Yes.
Okay, so let's have your little hand thingy. We'll write out the following.
And we'll write. Okay.
Please allow Eladrian and Drag Onista passage into the dockyard to see... what was your father's name again?
His name is Dornian.
Dornian?
Yep, that is the guy.
To see is he affiliated with any of the guilds down in the dockyards?
That is a wonderful question. It has been a while since I've seen him, so I don't know what his affiliations are currently.
Oh, that makes things a little bit more difficult.
Can we just put all? Like, which are the options what are the options for the guilds?
Well, there's the Vrento Guard Barracks, there's the Woodcarvers Guild, there's the Blacksmith Shop, there's odds and ends of traders and caravans down there, but mainly those two. Oh, and the Shipwright Guild, of course.
Oh, that's the one. The shipwright is the ship makers, yes?
Yes.
That is the one. That is him. That is the one he is.
Okay. Please allow Eladrian and Dragonista entry into the dockyard to see... what was his name again? Dornian. At the Shipwrights Guild. How long are you going to be there?
How long are we going to be inside of the dock, or just here inside of the Baland?
No, inside of the dockyard.
What is the maximum amount of time you are allowed to put on the document?
We're allowed to go up to 3 hours.
3 hours. Okay, you put 3 hours. That is fine. Unless you can put 5.
3 hours, allow them passage into the dockyards. Signed, the Archibald Fizzlestick of the Baland Courts.
Oh, the Baland Courts. You are such a prestigious man of the courts in Baland. Thank you so very much, Captain Sir King Archibald.
Yes.
Fiddle my sticks.
Yes, no, it just needs the wax seal, and he once again reaches over for the candle and drips it onto the letter and presses the wax seal into the document and hands it over to you. There you are.
Ah, yes. Good. All right, thank you. Thank you, kind sir, and for your time, and for allowing my hand to help you, I present you with... I don't want to... Just a high five. Here you go. High five for you.
Ah, my hand. That's my writing hand.
Quickly, out, go, let us go. Thank you so much, Mr. Archibald Fiddle Stickers. Thank you for the time and for having a good day. We'll see you when we are back. Do you need anything?
And I was only 2 days away from retirement.
You are still going to retire in 2 days. You're just, maybe 2 days early.
But I'm gonna lose my medical care.
Isn't it free? Oh wait, no, this can. Okay. Okay. So
you don't have to solve this guy's problems. It's okay.
Okay. Well, Archibald feels so sick. I did not mean to break your fingers.
And you guys head out of the door there. We'll cut over back to Kore and Zar. And before we do that, though, Midas, you're currently deactivated of the Serpent's Coil, and where are you posting up?
He's doing just one of the alleys. Midas is gonna walk out of the alley. He's not pressed against the fucking docks anymore, so he's gonna just act as casual as normal. He's gonna just look around, see what's going on. Besides, the whole clusterfuck that is the docks.
Yeah, and you can see that once again from your vantage point, a lot of the pedestrians have vacated the docks. And in front of the portcullis gate, the only people that are there are people that are serious about doing some business and getting their trade across. So you see that heavier presence of the Vrento guard there on the outside. And we'll cut back over to Kore and Zar. So what's the plan, guys?
All right, Zar, you cast your darkness. We'll see if the guards, leave us an opening, and then we can go invisible and run past.
All right. Do I see I don't know, a place where the guards are mostly heavily fortified around, like a barracks, a tent, something?
They're all pretty close around the portcullis gate. Like, the heaviest presence is there. There's been more of a disbursement of some of the soldiers, some of the guards, leaving through the portcullis gate and heading into the town on the orders of their sergeant, looking for people. So the inside of the dockyards has calmed down a little bit, but the presence of the guards at the portcullis gates is still quite strong.
Okay. Question. Do I see, if we peek around, do we see Hugin's body anywhere?
No. He poofs and evaporates into ash and dust.
Okay. All right. Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, I will cast darkness on 2. You cast invisibility on 3.
No, I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see if they make an opening before I do that.
Oh, so you can tell me when to cast darkness? Oh, okay. Okay.
I want to see if they open up if they give us an opening, because if you need to cast something else, then you would break the invisibility.
Okay, got it. Okay. All right, so I'll kind of swirl some darkness. I'll open the book and be like, book, no more bad ideas. You ready?
Woo! Let's do it!
And I'll kind of swirl some dark runes in above the book, and I'll just kind of throw out a dark orb. Let's go. I can do it 120 feet. I will cast it 60 feet from. I'll do 80 feet from the gate.
From the gate? Like, you want it inside the docks, or outside on the other end of the, outside of the dockyard?
Inside the gate. So where the dock is, where the gate is, and then if you go east of the, in there, yeah.
Kind of more towards the water in the ships?
Yes. Yeah, thank you.
All right. So you hurl this orb of darkness, and do you want to aim it at like a ship, or do you want to aim it at a particular part of the docks, or I'll kind of give you free liberty on that one.
Yeah, let's just do a random part of the docks. Like any solid wood that I can see, I'll just smack it with darkness.
All right. So you whip out the darkness spell, and you this little dark orb flies over and lands like where the planks are that allow people to walk from the ships to the docks. You kind of land it right where those the docks and that plank meet, and it causes an orb of darkness to appear in a large sphere, encircling part of the ship and the docks. And the guards see this orb of darkness appear, and a few of them break off from the gate and head towards the darkness. But there still remains maybe like 2 to 4 of the Vrento guards still remaining at the gate. But you're able to peel off quite a few of them, and they're now over there investigating the dark orb. Some of them you can kind of make out. Some of them are like putting their hand in it and pulling it out really quick. Looking at their hands, it's like nothing happened. It's like, okay, so you got a few moments of distraction.
All right,
Corey.
I'm doing it, and then she'll cast invisibility on both of them.
All right.
Like while holding his hand.
Perfect. All right, and you guys are trying to sneak through the gates there?
Yeah, we're just gonna book it.
Yep.
All right, so because you're booking it, you guys both roll stealth. Just a single roll because you're running. All right. So as you guys run through these the gates here, trying to quickly weave your way in and out, Kore, you accidentally bump into one of the traders that were standing in line speaking with one of the guards. They're quite confused as to what nudged them in the way, but Zar, you're able to duck around that person, and you guys are able to run past the gate successfully. Even though that person felt a large thud against their backs, they just assumed it was the person behind them that kind of give them a pat on the back or something like that. And you guys are able to sneak past the guards there. And
Holy shit.
yeah, so you guys are able to get past, and you're still invisible.
All right. I'm gonna keep going until we're like clear of any guards. Like none of them see us before I drop
I'm
it.
just holding onto her hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to go quite a ways away because the guard presence is quite high here. And you press on, and eventually you find a back alley that has no guards after running for quite a little bit.
All right. We're safe, and then Victoria will drop.
Are
What?
Are we safe?
We're safe.
We're still in the
There's no-
city. We need to
Well,
get out
we're
of the
nowhere near
city.
we're nowhere near the guards, and also we need to find the others.
They're on their own now. Every duck for themselves.
Zar,
What?
look, we'll just have to lay low, okay?
All right. Where do we go then?
Anywhere where there aren't any guards.
How long does your invisibility last?
I think an hour. Hold on. Yeah, an hour.
And how long have we been running, DM?
Only like 5-ish, maybe 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, we
Alright.
should. Let's just stay invisible as long as possible, just in case we can like look for them in stealth. Because they're probably looking for us. We saw the guards leaving the gates and stuff.
Sure. I mean, well, as long as we're still invisible, nobody can, see us, obviously. So, but I do want to. I just want to steer clear of any guards. I guess we could try and Gosh, where the hell did Midas go?
I don't know. Did you see him in the darkness whenever I first cast it?
No.
Oh.
I just Misty stepped in. I just followed you.
Oh. I don't know. Do you think he got picked up by the popo?
I think Midas is smarter than that. I'm sure he's okay. But let's just... I guess we'll just walk around, taking the sights.
Taking the sights? Should we...
I don't know. I mean, there's not much else we can do aside from just, just look for them, be on the lookout for any of our friends.
I mean, I don't know about you. I'm pretty freaked out right now. Like, that was a lot. I got jumped by, like, 6 guards. It was like 6 large men on me. And it wasn't like cuddling with Drag at all. They smelled really bad.
Well, okay, Zar, what do you want to do?
I guess we just look at this. I don't know, hide.
I mean, we're invisible.
I know. But so we just we'll walk around and we'll look for people we know. I don't know.
Yes, that is what I was saying.
Oh, is that what you said?
Yes.
Sorry, there's a lot of large men. I think my head's not on right now.
Okay, all right, Zar. You're safe. I'll make sure no large men get to you again.
Thank you.
All right. So as that's happening, we'll cut back over to Eladrian and Drag. So you guys just got your paperwork and you're heading out. And I want you, as you guys are exiting the room where you got the paperwork, I just want you to roll perception for me. All right. So the both of you.
Ooh, we're perceptuous.
So the both of you step out into the main area of this government house, and with those perceptions, you can see, you notice that a lot of the guards seem to be eyeing you two, and you slowly see a couple of the guards begin to. A couple of guards that were standing at the front entrance begin to get a little bit closer together, blocking off the exit to the building. And you guys notice that that's happening as you're walking into this main entrance area with the concierge.
Well, look at this. We have our paperwork. We are now legal like an eagle. All right, let us go to the docks. Excuse us, gentlemen. We are trying to get through here. If you would be so kind as to just step aside.
The two guards extend their weapons out, blocking your exit.
Excuse, sir. Why must you brandish your weapon at me in such a way? I have done nothing wrong.
From behind you, you see someone clad in like a nice chainmail armor come out, and he appears to be a lieutenant of the Vrento Guard, and he looks over to you two and he says, we're going to be detaining you two for matching the description of some intruders that happened to access the docks earlier today.
Intruders?
Yes.
I don't think I match that description.
I mean, I think so. What did these people that are matching this description do?
And this guy pulls out a large parchment, just unfurls it, and starts. He reads the description off of the two blue men, one with a long white ponytail and a shaved head. The description of a large blue dragonborn with a trident strapped to her back. And then he goes into detail saying they caused a disruption at an international trade port, international trade port. And he says, if you are not the ones at fault, we will let you go. But first, we must have you questioned.
Oh, absolutely fine. We have nothing to hide from you. We did not intrude anything. I even made a friend down there who said all we needed to do was to go get the paperwork and we would be fine. And now we have the paperwork, so we are fine. So we have nothing to hide. We will answer your questions.
Great. Come this way, please.
Attention.
Oh, we will answer the questions.
And the lieutenant of the Vrento Guard escorts you, and the two guards that were standing at the door follow behind you. You go down a couple of hallways and down a flight of stairs, and you're in more of a very, it's almost like feels like a wine cellar. It's very musty, little bits of like mold and mildew growing on the walls just from the ocean air that's nearby. And you see a couple of cells, and they open it up and they say, we're just going to have you wait here until our sergeant comes in, where he will perform the questions.
You are the lieutenant, yes?
Yes, I am.
Okay, well, we will stay with you until we are with the sergeant. There is no reason to keep us into this cage. We will just stay by your side, because you are standing here in the building, yes? You are going to wait for him to come?
Well, I have other matters to attend to. We have our two guards here that will stand by and get you anything that you require, food or drink, until our sergeant comes and he can ask his questions.
Okay, so you are just going to stand here. You are not going to be closing and locking the door, because there is no need for you to do that, because we are not criminals.
They escort
Correct.
you inside the cells and begin shutting the door.
I don't tut. That's What do you think you're? Wait, now you're. I do not think you should be doing this. We have done nothing wrong. We have the paperwork that was required for us to go to the docks. We have never entered the docks before, and you are yet treating us like the common criminal.
The doors slam shut, and the lieutenant begins walking up the stairs, and he says, the sergeant will be here momentarily, and we'll let you go if your stories are, and if you are innocent.
Drag sits down and leans back.
And as you guys sit there,
Fine.
as you guys sit there, about 5 minutes pass, 10 minutes pass, 15, 30.
Drag starts snoring.
Would you say enough time passed for me to take a short rest?
Me too.
Well, hold on, you two.
Me three.
you hold on as well. So as you guys are waiting in the cells, Midas, what are you doing in this time frame?
Well, Midas doesn't know where the rest of his party is, and he actually hasn't seen his party in about a good time. So he's just walking around. The last thing he heard was Eladrian's father was, hanging on top of a hillside somewhere. So Midas is gonna just look for something that matches that description.
All right. Are you just gonna go looking, or are you asking anybody?
Right now he's just looking. Everybody looks to be on edge, so he's not gonna mess with anybody right now. He's kind of just gonna be just minding his own business.
Yeah, sure. So do me a favor, roll perception.
I would love to. I think this is the moment. I think this is his time. He's gonna be extremely perceptuous. I'm calling it now.
I believe in you.
I said I'm calling it now.
Yes! Let's go, Nat 20.
Yeah. So
Why?
So what does that mean?
so that means as you're looking around, you take stock of a couple of things that you heard. He's up on a hill somewhere. He's watching the horizon, and as you're kind of scouting and looking up, outside of the dockyard, so it's not inside the dockyards, but there is like a small, almost like a hill that's a part of the Stellaris mountain wall, and you can see there's a path that kind of winds up from maybe like 200 to 400, around like 400 feet away from you. There's a path that winds up from the ground upwards to this small little vantage point that seems to be like naturally carved out by the water.
He's gonna approach it. She was good.
All right. So as you're walking over there, Zar and Kore, what are you guys doing?
I'd like to take a short rest.
Me too, dude.
All right. So everyone can get a short rest if they need it. You guys are not
Thank
invisible anymore.
God.
Say everyone.
Yeah.
Ooh, you...
Wait, short resting takes us out of the invisibility?
I'm just gonna say it's been at that amount of time.
Oh, like, you resting for more than an hour? Or less than an hour?
Well, our short rests are hot 10 minutes, but just with everything that's been going on, time's passed a little bit.
10 minutes, if you will.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
I'll use Arcane Recovery to get 2 spell slots back.
Yep.
And drag, you're close enough to me to use the Song of Rest.
Must be nice.
All right, and so other than that, Kore and Zar, what are you guys doing? You've kind of, the adrenaline's rushed off a little bit, so you guys are still on alert, but a little bit more relaxed now that you're away from the dockyard and the commotion that you guys caused.
Well, Core's gonna recast invisibility, to like, since she knows and would have told Zar that like the guards are actively looking for them, like people that match their description. So yeah, so she would just recast it on the two of them. So until they can find some place where they can just lay low and not not have to really worry about like the guards. Since the tavern guy didn't mention like there were Harangon, I think she would try and like listen out and maybe try and like look around for them. They tend to like kind of keep to themselves, so presumably they would probably be in an area that isn't very crowded or anything. So she might try and look for them.
Okay. So a little bit of the needle in the haystack. You and Zar head off to search for maybe some more familiar faces. While that's happening, Midas, we cut back to you, and after a couple of minutes, you make your way up the path and up this small hill. And at the very top, it's a very lovely overlook. I'd say it's probably like mid-afternoon, around that time, I think, with everything that's transpired thus far. And so the sun's reflecting off the calm ocean sea. You can see a lot of the ships coming to and from the horizon far away. And there's a couple of other people here just kind of sitting and taking in the sights. There's a few trees that people are leaned up against. There's a little bench that was installed by somebody. And everyone just seems to be really relaxing and taking everything in.
He's gonna just look at the people there, see if anybody's blue.
All right. Roll perception for me.
Can I roll a blue check?
Roll for blue.
Roll for colorblindness.
Rawr.
18. All right. So looking.
What?
Me.
Where did that come from?
So looking around at the top of the hill, you see maybe like 4 or 5 people there, but you see like 3 people grouped together conversing about something that must have happened just very recently. You can kind of overhear words like guards taken away, stuff like that.
I don't know anything about that. he's gonna approach them, see what's up.
And you walk up to these three gentlemen.
No, excuse me.
Yes?
I don't mean to be rude, but I overheard y'all talking about some guards. Was this at the port, maybe?
No, not at the port. Just here. Just maybe like 15 minutes ago.
I'm sorry. I'm new here. If you don't mind, can you just tell me what happened? I like to stay in the know of everything.
Well, we're all over here minding our own business, and some blue fella got taken away by the rental guard. He was right confused about what was going on.
Really?
Yeah, I think they said they were taking him in for questioning.
Interesting. Was there anybody else? It's just some blue guy.
No, just this one guy who seemed to be minding his own business. He was here well before we got here.
And what type of blue guy? Did he look idiotic? Did he have like a ponytail? Did it look like there's not a single thought in his brain? Like if you tell him that Gullible was on the wall, he will look and try to find it.
And they all kind of just look back and forth at each other and says, I mean, we didn't get that good a look at him, but
No?
well, he was a blue fellow, and we don't see too many of those around here. But he had he had some really thick braids, and it was like it was a long braided ponytail all the way down his back, and he was quite a muscular fella. He had some big, strong arms, and he's probably I think it's about your height, Jed. It's like, yeah, I'm about 5'11". He's probably around that height. He's a big, strong guy, I'll tell you that.
Thank you. Y'all enjoy the view. Thank you for answering my questions.
Yeah, no problem. You have yourself a good day.
And then he's gonna walk away. Did he just misgender drag?
Oh my god.
Learning about whatever transpired up on the top of the hill there, we'll cut back to Drag and Eladrian. And now maybe an hour's passed, and you hear a large clunk at the top of the stairs, and you hear multiple footsteps coming down, and you hear the sound of a male voice, and it goes, "What are you doing? I didn't do anything." And coming down the stairs is a blue man who gets thrown into the cell beside you guys. "This is outrageous. I didn't do a thing."
Neither did I! Wait.
And the two of you look at each other, and you lock eyes. You look each other up and down, seeing familiarity in each other. And the man walks up to the steel bars that are between you, and he looks at you. A little tears start welling up in his eyes, and he says, "Son?"
That
Eladrian, Eladrian, is that you?
Daddy?
And he says, "No, I've been fooled before. There's only one thing that will prove that you're my son." And he's
been tricked before.
And he extends his hand
It
out.
wasn't me!
He extends his hand out, and he says, "Only my son would know of our secret handshake."
It has been so long. And then I extend my hand through the bars, and we do the secret handshake, which is how does it go? What is handshake? Let us see. I don't know. You guys seen Encino Man? You know how they Quirly like does the little with his fingers. That's it. It's super stupid. That's the only part of it.
And with, like, you guys have been doing it for years, it just flows out of each of your hands, the secret handshake that you and your father have had since you were a very young boy. And at the conclusion of it, he pulls you into the bars, and even though there's these metal bars in between you, he hugs you very, very tightly. And he says, "I've been waiting so long for you to come home, my son."
I've been here for a little bit, and I only got here now for you. I'm sorry. It's been so long.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh, I wanted to go longer, damn.
Yeah.
Daddy!
Oh, well.
This happened before.
Right?
This was
So
not
good,
Midas'
Lexi.
fault.
I was like, no, ain't no way.
I've been tricked before. Oh my god.
Listen, man,
Eladrian's brother was born and he was like, Eladrian?
That's funny.
How did you get so young?
How have you done this?
He shrank.
You got smaller.
That's
The curse of the bruised leaves.
The curse of the breeze leaves, which is actually a blessing.
Is it?
We don't know.
Midas would disagree in a heartbeat.